Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is early for us, but we are here. Now, as you can see, I have taken away. We're not using the nighttime swamp. Some of y'all was disturbed by it, so we're not going to use that. We've got something different uh, today. So I hope that you like it. In the new theme music for this particular stage, I have Officer Friendly in there because I felt like Officer Friendly got a bad deal and I wanted to bring him back. So that's what I did in the intro. Had Officer Friendly up there. Let me see who is here. First on the moonwalk. We've got Jams. Hey, how are you listening? While doing what I do. That's right. Hey, Shay B. Shay B, did you see Officer Friendly? We've got Mons in the chat, Justin's mom, Mimi, Soul Power the Outcast, Lunar Brain Fireheart, Ray Della Lewis, them folks, Zen Soul. I think I said Mimi, Petty Patty, and Jackson Tabasco. Hey, 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 everyone. So today, I am more than happy to keep you company while you are working, Jackson Tabasco. Mimi said the swamp was cool. I absolutely loved the swamp, but people were being creeped out by Mr. Owl. So, we can't use the swamp anymore. But every now and then I might throw it up there just to throw you off. But anyhow, let's get what I want to. We're not going to be on here long, and that's for real, for real. We really aren't. But I wanted to show do some body cam. And this body cam, these particular ones I'm doing today, are going to be about some mothers who don't know that it's not okay to leave your children unattended while you do things. So let's get into that. Shay said Mr. Owl was trying to what to court you last night. He was winking at me. Hey, Sonia's Boots. Did you see my intro, Shay B? I got a different intro for when I do body cams, and Officer Friendly was in there. You missed him. He said hello. let okay, let me get into, let me pull up the video. I was up here talking and forgot to add myself. I'm here. I forgot this is I'm starting new, so let me get this right. Okay. So, like I was saying, I don't know if it picked up, so I'll say it again. This video is being brought to us by Police Watch, and we have a mother who thought it was okay to leave her child in the car while she worked out. But when you hear her excuse, you're going to get mm, irritated. So, here we go.
Do you want to go to jail for child abuse? Or do you want to tell us the truth right now? You were checked in the gym for almost 2 hours. So what happened to the other hour that we're missing right now?
On February 16th, 2025, police responded to a disturbing call about a child left alone in a car.
Can you open the door? Can you open the door? What's up, Cap? I guess she's being good, not opening the door for a stranger, but it's locked. No, it's off. I'm gonna go inside and see if I can't get
Hi,
both.
how are you? Can you open the door for me? Mommy's coming out. She said open the door. Can you open the door for me? She's coming out right now. Thank you, baby. Uh-oh. It's okay.
Go get Mom. Where is the mom? Are you done?
I don't know where the mom is. She's okay though, right?
Yeah. Christine. If you can come to the front, please. Alright, let's just fucking walk around, I guess.
I mean, at least the child had sense enough to not, she knows not to open the door. So, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Tanya B here said she was watching the live from last night. Yeah, we had a good time last night. Hey, honey, say that. How are you?
Are you Miss Christine?
Mons, did I call your name? I'm sorry if I didn't. I don't remember saying it, but I remember seeing you. So if I didn't, I'm sorry.
I'm Christina.
Okay. My apologies.
We might have to ask one of the employees to go see if she's in the sauna.
Yeah.
Here, you want me to check the female bathroom?
Yeah, we were just gonna ask her if you could. You know
Yeah.
what she looks like, obviously?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
I'll be right back.
Thank you.
She's in there? Did you ask her if she could come out?
Yeah, I asked her if her name was Christine. She said yeah, and I told her to come out, and she said okay. But she was just showering, so I don't know.
Yeah, she's in there.
She is?
Yeah. She says she was showering, but she's coming out.
Okay. Can we talk to you outside? Okay.
Is my daughter okay?
Well, let's talk over here.
Okay.
She's okay now that the car is open.
Oh, I literally went in there for like 5-10 minutes. Like
Okay,
15,
well, other
20.
people have said otherwise, okay? Even 5-10 minutes, that's fine.
That's
What if
fine.
something happens to you in the gym?
Very true. My God, you scared me. I thought something happened to my daughter. That's all I cared about.
Do you notice it's always 5 or 10 minutes? It's always, no matter what they're doing, it is 5 or 10 minutes. Shaby said, working out. I know you lying. Yeah, yeah. Mimi said, Lord, she lying right off. Yeah. It's always 5 or 10 minutes. I was only in the store 5 or 10 minutes. Hey, how are you doing, my Ty?
Ooh, I almost
If
had
you
a
cared
shock.
about it, then you wouldn't leave her in a car off.
Oh my God. I
then-
thought it was like 15-20 minutes she was sleeping, and I was going to come right back out. You scared me.
Do you have your driver's license with you?
It's all in the car. I'll definitely
Okay.
make sure it doesn't happen again. Can I go see her? I
Can
need
you
to make
give me a
sure.
second?
Please.
So, what time did you get to the gym?
I got here like 15-20 minutes ago, like 20-30 minutes ago.
And can I also say, let's just for fun say that she does have a regular routine of working out. Look at her. You mean to tell me she couldn't skip a day? She weighs 100 pounds, maybe soaking wet, and that's just me being gracious. Hey, Miss Nisi. So, I mean, you mean to tell me she just had to go work out today? Miss Nisi said that workout was more important than her child. Very sad. Yeah, very. Them folks said even worse. She leaves her sleeping with all her identification and wallet. I know, right?
I went to the gym. I did my workout, and then I showered and came right back out.
So, you did a 15-minute workout and
15,
shower.
20 minutes, like 5 minutes, and I came back out, like 20-25 minutes total.
Okay.
Yeah, and it never happens before, so I'm like, oh my God, what happened? I've never, ever, ever left her to where she's alone. I'm just like, all right, let me just quickly go here since you're sleeping, and I'll come back
Let
out.
me ask you this.
Yes.
And I hate to be up front or out of line. Are
Yeah.
you guys living under the car?
No,
Are you...
not at all. I can actually show you a paycheck.
Okay.
I'm working. This is like a mistake. That's why I was scared. I'm like, let me run out. I can show you my paycheck.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
I can literally pull it out and show you.
So I checked her. She's gone. She's been in here for almost 2 hours already.
Okay. Can I see it on the computer? She said she's been in here for 15 minutes.
16, 7, 11. 11. So she's exactly what time she's been.
2 hours. She said she's been here 15 minutes.
Yeah, tell her she's bullshit.
And I can take it out right now. I thought you guys scared me. I just want to make sure she's okay.
What was your name, ma'am?
Christina.
Christina.
Yes.
Do you want to go to jail for child abuse?
Not
Or do you
at
want
all.
to tell us the truth right now?
I'm definitely
Okay.
telling you the
You
truth.
checked in the gym at 7:27 this morning.
Well,
Do
no.
you know what time it is now?
If you ask her, I came back out. I went
It's
to
9 o'clock.
No.
You've been here for almost 2 hours.
I will tell you.
So she's been in the gym for almost 2 hours working out. That question he asked about her being homeless, that was to me fair. it was a fair question because, the child's sleeping in the car or she's at the gym. Sometimes homeless people will go to the gym to shower. So that was a fair question. Still doesn't make it right for her to be in the car that long, but it was a fair question. Hey, it's too complicated. How are you? Them folks said I came back out. That's a new one. Yeah, they always come back out and check. Hey, Karen Lux, how are you doing? Um, Tanya B here. Did I read this comment? Said several working people are homeless but still working. Right. So I guess she thinks showing the pay stubs is gonna make a difference. Justin's mom says Sonya showers at Planet Fitness. Yeah, but does she though? Does she?
Telling you the truth. I walked back out.
Okay, regardless, she was still in the car.
For like 15, 20 minutes. Yes, that's true.
Okay.
But I can literally tell you, I walked out.
All right, let's go get your driver's license and we'll go from there.
And I can show you my paycheck and everything. My daughter has never been harmed, hurt.
Okay, well, we don't know that, and this is our first encounter with you, so I find that hard to believe. Well, I can't trust you because you said you've been in there for 15 minutes and you've been in there for 2 hours.
25, 15 at the gym, like 5 minutes.
See, I also like the way he's staying on her neck. He is not taking the lame excuses and all that. So, I really like that. Did I say hey to you, Ari Vibes? Hey.
Hi, Mom. How are you? Good. Gabby's good. What happened? No, she didn't do anything. A passerby called it in because they saw an unattended juvenile in the back with the car off. So with the biggest issue, obviously Florida and everything else is one, they don't want to leave unattended for long at all, but also the car has to be on, okay? Alright?
Do you have your ID?
Yeah, I think so. But she's okay, she got no complaints.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that. The car wasn't on. And I believe, yeah, this is Florida. And the car was not on. So, I mean, imagine that. Because I can imagine it's always hot in Florida. So,
She's been great, okay? Alright, Gabby, feel better. We'll see you later.
Thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Alright, no problem.
And I'm so sorry. I know you guys hate me right now, but I promise it's a mistake.
Can you give my partner your ID?
Yeah.
now you see this. You see how they were walking away and gonna let this go. Now that's the part that pissed me off. Sonia's Boots said, you wanted to restart the member. Okay, let me put the link up. I think it's in here.
You can call her. They came to help me with my car. I literally I literally had a flat.
I'm not worried about your vehicle right now.
I know, but I wanted to tell you why we're here. We had a flat, and they stopped by and changed everything for me.
Okay, cool. You could
And
be
that's
doing
why.
whatever inside, but your child's in the car, no AC, the car's off, it's locked, so we can't get in unless we break the window. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I understand, and they'll never.
Now, when she says she has a flat, she was referring to last night. Now, she didn't end up at this gym last night because she had a flat. She ended up at this gym because she had a flat and she was at a friend's house. So the fact that she had a flat has nothing to do with her leaving her child in the car.
Never happened. It never happened before. That's why I'm like afraid.
I don't think you.
that would happen.
Where are you going?
I'm just trying to make sure that.
Why is that a concern if the driver's side is open?
No, I'm just making sure that she's okay because she gets scared. And I don't want her to be afraid.
So you had to close the driver's door?
I just closed the door. Honestly, I'm telling you, it really is a mistake. And I know you don't understand, but it is a mistake.
I don't think anybody will understand this. Just put your bag on the hood.
My book bag?
Yes. Let's step over here to the front of it. So, do you want to tell me what's going on then?
It's the honest truth. I wish you would believe me. I promise you. I can show you the text message, and you can even go to the tire shop. Can I tell you what happened, and then you can kind of see if I'm guilty or not?
I'll hear you out. Let's start with this.
Yes.
What time did you wake up?
I woke up this morning probably like around 6 something, going on 7 because, and I'm trying to tell you, I have proof.
Okay. You woke up at 7 o'clock and then what?
I called to see if there's a nearest gym, so I normally go to the gym, I do a quick workout, and then I leave, so I'm driving back. The reason why we're here, which I have proof, I'm trying to tell you kindly, my car, we got a glad. I'm glad we were on 995. The tire popped. I purchased it for $60-something. Our tire blew out in
And
front
what
of
time
the
did
tire
this
shop.
happen?
Yesterday, last night, around 11, almost like a 10-something, around 11. And
Where
the
were you
time,
guys coming from?
we were literally coming from home. And then what was happening is I came back down here. I was going to go to see her, and the tire popped. So that's why I'm like, all right, let me see if you guys can help. And I can show you proof. I would love to show
So you
you
got
my
a flat tire at 11 p.m.
and I can show you. I don't want you to think I'm a liar.
I repeat, she is not at the gym this morning because she had a flat tire at 11 last night. One has nothing to do with the other, but she cannot get that through her head. Zen Soul said this cop has seen many CP cases. Yeah, he's not for all this foolishness. He really isn't. Mai Tai said she is still closing her up in heat. Exactly. Exactly. And the bad part about it is it's bad enough she went in there and she worked out. They had to go, they couldn't find her. Somebody happened, another person um, who was working out happened to be in the locker room and said, oh, she's in the shower. So this lady was in it. She was taking a shower after she worked out. So she didn't just go in and do the workout and then run out. She literally went in there and worked out and showered and was taking her time for 2 whole hours while the child lies asleep in a car that is closed up, no windows down, no air, nothing. And the bad part about it is I was wondering, I mean, I know if I get in the car with my mom and we're riding and I fall asleep, and let's just say I wake up and my mom is not anywhere in sight to be found, I would be panicking. You know, that happened to me one time on the school bus where I fell asleep and they forgot about me. So I know that is a panicky feeling. I cannot believe just anything could have happened.
My daughter's the most important thing to me in my life, and I've never done anything wrong.
That says otherwise.
I know,
Unattended.
and I don't want you to feel like I'm like no, it's different. She's a happy child. She's not like my daughter. She doesn't even know what's going on. She's never been around a cop before, and that's how I found her.
Hang on right here for a little bit.
I don't have the flat tire that blew out. So this tire that was switched out.
Okay, again,
Oh, I just.
that has nothing to do with anything right now.
I'm just telling. This has never happened.
Hey, let's talk about it all.
But I'm trying to say that was the reason why we're here. Our tire blew
No,
out.
the reason you're here is because you were taking a shower and working out,
No,
not because you have a flat tire.
No, not really. It's because the tire blew out, and I normally work out, and this was the only Crunch Fitness nearby. So we drove here.
Okay, so then she would have been left in another.
From Boynton.
She would have been left in another Crunch Fitness if you didn't have a flat tire then. So just hang out right here with my partner.
It has never happened before. This is the first time because of the tire.
She keeps saying the only reason why this happened is because of the flat tire. The flat tire she had at 7:30, I mean at 11:30 last night, and she needed to go work out at a Crunch Fitness, which I've never heard of. Maybe some of you had, but she had to work out at a Crunch Fitness. So she had to go to that particular one, and that's why they're there, and that's why all this happening is happening. But what she doesn't understand is it doesn't matter which Crunch Fitness she left her child in the parking lot. That's what is wrong. Zen Soul said, will we find out how old the child is? She's 6. She's 6 years old. Karen Lux said, I panic now if I lose my mom in the store. I will go to customer service in a minute. Okay. Where'd she go? Justin's mom said, I need CPS to intervene. Them folks said that tells me she's used to it. Mom leaves her asleep in a car all the time. She didn't panic. She knew not to open the car door. Yeah, yeah. And that I am so glad that she at least knows a little bit of safety. Bible lady said, I'm in the TJ Maxx bushes. What state is she in? Florida, Bible lady. What you mean? She's in Florida. These your people. Shaby said, I used to lay my son in the basket and carry him. I'm buying I'm buying items while he's in my arms. I know, right? Oh, Justin's mom said we have a Crunch Fitness here. Not that I am a member. Look, them folks said that Bible lady girl, you know this Florida, but that's okay because she lives in Wyoming. Okay. Oregon. She's been in Oregon. Hey, champions. Champions said, I believe she's allowing her child to sleep in the car while she's at a part time call center job. That's why she is deflecting to that tire story. Ah. Hey, Michi 3, how are you doing? Interesting, interesting.
Do me a favor, we can hang out over here so my partner can talk to her. She's okay. Did you think about if she was okay when you left her in the car by herself when you went to work out?
For the first time, I didn't think.
Okay.
This
So
will
you can
never-
hang out.
this
You
will,
can hang
like,
out
never
over here.
happen.
She's fine with us.
Hi, Miss Christine. Let me talk to you without your daughter, okay? Let's go over here. So, I'll ask you again. Where were you last night?
I was. Oh my God. Can I show you my phone? Would it be easier if I show you my phone in the Mexican?
It would be easier if you told me the truth.
I just told you. I stopped at a Firestone. The tire blew out. The tire is still with us.
Okay, you
And
told me
my-
at Firestone. What were you doing last night?
Nothing at all. I got off of work. We drove.
I think he's asking this line of questioning just to see if like anything nefarious was going on. Because she keeps referring back to last night. So I think that that's why, he's kind of questioning her like that. Hey, Shirley's divorced finally. Hey, Say J, how are you doing? Make sure no one else came in here. I say hey to champions, right? Yeah. Yeah, because you gave that good comment about her possibly working at a call center. I revived said, I'm confused. Why is the question of where she was last night coming up? I think he's asking that because she's the one who keeps talking about last night. So now, because he can't believe anything that she says because she's lied at the first encounter, I think he's trying to put together a timeline.
The tire blew out.
Where were you
and then-
working at?
Where was I working?
That's another thing. Them folks said I didn't even leave little them folks in the car past bedtime, let alone to be out at 11 p.m. to get a flat tire. Now, I was wondering why she was not in school. I was wondering that part. I never got really an answer for that. But me personally, why was this child out that late at night?
At?
That's what I just said, yeah.
I'm a sales representative. I told you I work for a call center. Do you want me to show you everything that happened? I got off of work.
How are you
we
going
were
to show me?
driving to
How are
my
you going to
friend's
show me
house.
what happened? You're supposed to tell me what happened.
I just did, sir.
Okay, but
And
there's a lot of inconsistencies in this story. You're
It's-
repeating my questions because you are trying to think of something. I don't know what's going
I
on.
wasn't. I have it. I have the proof as the text messages. It shows you. I wrote her. I said, "Hey, my tire blew out in front of the Firestone. Here's the address. Can you please send someone to come help us?"
Okay,
She
so you
sent her husband.
got off work at what time last night?
I got off of work probably around 8 or 9.
Okay, so then what were you doing driving at 11 o'clock at night?
No, I was driving around 9 something from Fort Lauderdale to down there. The tire blew out around 10. A man named Moses at
So
Firestone.
what happened in between 8 o'clock and 10 p.m.?
The tire around. I don't know what else you're talking. I don't know. I'm not looking at the time. I'm telling you. After work, I drove around 9 to 9 something, 9:10,
What county and city are we in currently?
and like.
And this is, what Soul Power, the outcast, says she's making this worse. Just tell the truth. This is why they keep asking her these questions, because she started this with this flat tire and 11:30. She started that. They didn't. Say Jay said this is why daycares need to be more affordable. We need 24-hour daycares as well. There are some states that have 24-hour daycares, and that is true. Childcare should be a little bit more affordable. But the thing here, Say Jay, is this wasn't a childcare issue. this was a bad decision issue because she did not have to go and work out. Um, Mimi said, "Where's the child at the time, ma'am?" Okay. Shaby says she's talking too damn much. Bible lady said, "I never left my kids in the car, period. Even with twins, they're babies. I would even take them out the car to go pump gas and pay for it. This was before debit cards." Well, I'm going to tell you what. The kids I've always had, in my charge, I would not leave them in the car either just to go pay for gas or anything. And when, this was during the age of the debit card, if I was paying at the pump and I didn't have to leave the car, even though they're sitting there and I'm right there pumping, I'm constantly looking, I'm staring in the window because, I just want to make sure. Them folks said now somebody's husband randomly showed up and she's got a flat tire at the very front of the tire shop. This is ridiculous. Yeah. Hey, just peeking. Hey, TV test pattern.
Work, right?
Okay.
Palm Beach.
Where do you live?
I live in Fort Lauderdale. My friend lives
Okay.
in Boynton.
Okay.
So I drove to
Okay.
Palm Beach, and the car stopped in Palm Beach in Boynton.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. He's asking you why are you over in this area? And
that's
you can't
what
seem
my
to answer
friend
it.
lives in Palm Beach.
After your tire was fixed,
Yeah.
then what happened?
Then after that, we stayed at her house for a little bit. We came here. I drove. I said, let's go to Crunch Fitness. So this is my first time here. She said, oh, we just opened December 31st.
Can we go back for a second?
I came here.
Where did you spend the night last night?
Last night, after I went to her house, I stayed with them for a little bit. And then after that, around 5 o'clock, we drove here. So I wouldn't even say we slept.
How do you stay with someone for a little bit? She stayed at her friend's house for a little bit. Hey, Old Man Johnson's farm.
Because we were up with the tires the whole time. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even say, like, I was sleeping like a baby somewhere. Because I wasn't. I was literally terrified. I had a flat tire.
What was your plan for the rest of the day?
Oh my God, it's Sunday. What is my plan? I don't know. I was going to drive back, see my dad. We don't really do much.
All right. Hang on a second for me.
What I'm trying to figure out is, like, why was it, like, important after dealing with all that to be like, oh, you know what, I think we need to go check out this gym.
I go to the gym every day, so I thought Crunch Fitness is the closest one. Let me go for 15, 20 minutes. My daughter was sleeping.
15, 20 minutes is one thing, but you weren't here for 15, 20 minutes, were you?
When I came here, I came back out. I stayed with my daughter.
No, Bible lady, she's not homeless. She's not homeless. She's just clueless.
So I'll say about 20, 25, 15, and then I
checked in the gym. You were in there for about 15.
Thank you, Soul Power. Okay, it's Sunday. That's why the child isn't in school, because it's Sunday. Thank you for I knew it was a reason, but I couldn't remember it. So thank you.
15 minutes, right?
I was in the gym and I came back out. I stayed out for probably like 30, 40 minutes.
And then what?
And then I went back. I went to the gym 15, 25, 15 minutes, showered 10 minutes, came back out, and they're like, "Are you Christine?" I'm like, "Yes." And then that's like the
So 15 minutes, and then you came out for 30 minutes, and then you went in there for another 20 minutes. So it's 30 plus 20 is 50 minutes plus 15.
I honestly wasn't.
That's about an hour and 5 minutes, right?
No, I was in the gym for about 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and then I came out.
I'm saying in total.
In total, about an hour and 5 minutes. You were checked in the gym for almost 2 hours. So what happened to the other hour that we're missing right now?
When I came back outside because my daughter was sleeping, so I had to make sure she was okay. So I came back outside, I stayed, she was still sleeping. And then I spent time with her and I was like, okay, let me work out for a little bit, maybe you'll be up after. And then that's when you guys came.
Right, but I think like your 15, 20 minutes is probably a little bit longer based on the fact that you were here for...
I'd say 15, I was working out 10 minutes. So
over
25,
2 hours.
About 25, 30 minutes is probably the time I was in the gym.
Yeah, but you've been checked in for 2 hours and you were still in the gym when we got here.
No, I checked in and then came back out. When I went back in, and for that 10 minutes, that's when someone told me you guys were out here.
All right, miss. So here's what's going to happen. I'm not going to take you to jail today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Very, very much.
It's not a there for a thank you or anything like that.
I know,
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
What I am going to do is I'm going to make a report. This isn't the first time that you've left your daughter unattended in the car while you're in the gym. Okay? Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Okay? I don't need the stories anymore. I'm going to notify DCF. They're going to pay a visit to you at your house.
Hey, Glorious Love. So you guys hear that, right? This is not the first time she has done this at a Crunch Fitness. Left her child in the car while she worked out. Now, what pissed me off was when they said that they weren't going to arrest her, but they were going to report it to DCF. Okay. Hey, what up, though? Hey, but let's keep watching because you'll see there's a turn of events. Uh, Soul Power said, now, if they roll these cameras back, yeah.
Check on the welfare of your child. Okay? Do not let this happen again. Because now that it's on record, I guarantee you would be going to jail next time.
Okay.
Give me a second.
If the gym is such a priority to you,
Well, now it's not. Because,
but listen to me. Let
yeah.
me finish. If it is, then find a gym that has a daycare.
Okay.
Because it's not acceptable to you just to get your exercise and your workout in, and you leave your child in the car.
Sorry, this is my friend.
Okay, can you lock your phone screen and put it in your bag or something? Here's the severity of the situation, okay? I had to reach out to my supervisor, okay, and a detective, okay? This meets the criteria for, yes, you two go to jail, okay? So, do you mind calling your father to have him come pick up your child so we do not have to give her to DCF?
Can you tell me why?
Because you left her unattended in the car with it off.
But I went in there for like 25, 30 minutes.
Regardless, it could be 5 seconds.
Can you guys literally like see the tire that blew out? Can you
The
tell
tire
him?
has nothing to do with this.
With that?
Nothing to do with this. You understand that, right?
That's the reason why I stopped.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You could be at Crunch in Miramar. You could be at Crunch in Fort Lauderdale. You could be at Crunch in New York. It's the same thing. You understand that, right?
No, but
leaving your child unattended.
The thing is, this is not something that happens to me. Like
it happened today.
Today. I've always been the type of person to make sure my daughter is well taken care of.
Okay.
And
do you want to call your father and have him come pick up your child? Let's go ahead and give him a call.
It's gonna take.
I don't care.
I don't know how he's gonna get there. Like
She doesn't get it. Whose comment was I reading? Hey, Reef and Muff's mom, what up though? She doesn't see anything wrong with what she did. Yeah, she does not get it. Jackson Tabasco said she's ready to knock her out. Ari Vive said just like Bonya, she won't let anyone finish the sentence. She's also a dingbat. Yeah. She does not, but she keeps referring back to this tire from last night, and it has nothing to do with it. Mai Tai said, what is it with her and this dang tire? Because if her tire wouldn't have blown out last night at 11:30, she wouldn't be at Crunch Fitness at 7:30 in the morning. That's her excuse, and she's sticking with it. Hey, Rossi.
Does he not have a car?
he has a car, but he's like a senior. I don't know how he's gonna make it to Crunch Fitness.
How old is he?
My dad's about like 75, 76.
Okay. What other family members live close by?
No, any other family member that's nearby here that I can call her. That I can call, like, literally. I wish somebody would believe, like, literally. She just called me, too.
Right. Give me your bag.
Please.
Go ahead and call Dad.
Is there any way, like...
No.
Can I speak to him? And I'm, like, telling you guys that I can call my dad, but there's no way he's going to be able to come way down here.
Okay,
and
all right. Put your phone on the roof.
You want me to try to call him? Please?
Face the car.
Please don't do this. Okay, I'll call my dad.
Okay, I'm going to take care of that. I'm going to have you on speaker, okay? Stop.
Please.
Do not do that.
Please let me call my dad. Please let me call my dad. Let me just let...
Okay, we'll call him in a little bit, okay? Right now, that's not going to happen. Let's go.
Please let me call my dad so my daughter is safe. At least I can call her grandmother or something, please.
I got you. Just take a seat.
Now she wants to worry about her daughter being safe. Not when she was out there in that car for 2 hours. She's worried about it now. No, Reef Muslim, this officer is not playing with her. Mimi said she's trying to control the situation totally with lies. Them folks says she doesn't want to tell her dad because she's done something stupid. Shaby said she's spinning that tire story like she's in the Indy 500. That tire. That tire.
Can I at least call her grandmother?
Take a seat. I don't want your child to see.
I don't think I might faint.
Take a seat.
Can you please let me
Take
call
a
my
seat.
dad?
I don't want your child to see.
I might faint. Here we go. Petty Patty said now she's concerned about her daughter. Bible Lady said now she wants to call her dad and is worried about baby girl. That's right. But yeah, she I think I'm going to faint now. Cue the faint in 3, 2.
Keep drawing. She's okay. They're just talking. He just has to speak to her in the car.
Gabby.
The seat.
And listen to this. She makes it worse for this little girl.
Take a seat.
Gabby, mommy is
Okay,
arrested.
she's gonna come.
I don't know why, mommy. I'm arrested.
Okay.
That's good for
Jasmine, mommy is arrested. I don't know why mommy's arrested. I mean, really. I Revive said now her daughter has a grandmother. It's a miracle. Yeah, now there's people all of a sudden. Michi3 said, what's wrong with people leaving children alone in a hot car? I have never left my adult life, a child in the car.
your child, but that's not what I wanted to happen.
I'm so scared. I don't know what happened.
Well, I don't understand why would you put your foot in.
I don't know what I did.
Real good.
I'm so
Nice.
sorry.
Mom's right here. Come here. You want to talk to mom?
I might faint. I'm so serious. I might faint. Please have somebody. I know what I did. I might faint, you guys. I'm serious.
Is it dad?
Yes, I've never been locked up before, ever. I might faint. I'm not gonna make it back here like this at all. I will not make it. I
She's not going anywhere.
I promise
Missy,
you guys.
she's not going anywhere. We're hanging out.
I will faint and literally back here.
Okay, can you not say that right now?
It's the truth.
Okay.
I promise you I'm going to faint, you guys. I promise you. Honey Say That said, something did happen to your daughter. You left her alone in the car. Someone called the cops and they came and got you. Right. Miss Nisi said that workout was more important than her child. Very sad. What? Wait a minute. These are old comments. What is happening? Okay, here we go. Them folks said that woman is a horrible mother. Just give the baby to someone else at this point. Hey, you tell me that part. Said OMG, the baby's crying. Yeah, she did that. She did it on purpose. She did it on purpose. And who knows what she, what this young girl's impression is of police officers already. And for her to say mommy's being arrested and mommy doesn't know why. All this while she's about to faint, remember. Don't forget that. She's about to faint.
I can't
You're
lie
gonna make
to
it a
my
lot simpler.
daughter.
This sob story you're trying to do and play us against with her, it's not going to work, all right? So just stop. You're going to make it worse in front of her, okay? You're lucky that we're letting her stand right here with you. So just stop.
What other family member's going to call because he's not answering?
Oh my goodness. I have my friend.
Family members.
Oh my God, I don't know anyone else.
Okay.
You can try to call maybe my friend that
Family
did the
members.
tire. She's close to family.
See, now they're just being fed up with her because it does not have to really be a fake family member. They prefer it, but that she can get anybody. But so now they're just being hard asses. That's all. Zen Soul said to the child's dad, I don't know. Who knows where the child's dad is? I Revived said, I literally love this cop. Me too.
My dad?
I just called him twice. He didn't answer. Mommy's fine. We're not going anywhere, okay? We're just hanging out, all right?
We can call a fire truck for you. It's not going to change anything, though.
I think you might have to. I'm really
Your
not.
daughter's going to be here by herself with him. Because somebody, you're not coming at.
Please don't hurt her.
You're not coming out of those. Why would we hurt her? Why would we hurt her? This is the example you're trying to set for your daughter right now. Like, we're the bad people. You're the one that left her unattended for 2 hours in a car. We are not the bad people here, all right? So don't try to pin us to be that in front of her.
She's going to jail right now for child neglect. Okay.
Okay.
Meanwhile, she's doing all this while she might faint, you know. She might faint.
I don't know why, but she's having a hard time understanding of the totality of the circumstances of what she did wrong. Okay? That's neither here nor there. Her story is just very, very inconsistent of what's happened from yesterday until the moment we met her. Okay? I don't know what's going on. It's none of my business. My concern is her child.
Yeah.
Okay? I appreciate you coming out here and taking custody of her child. I'll see if she wants to talk to you. I'm sure she will.
The whole reason you're handcuffed has nothing to do with your tire being blown out. It has to do with your decision of leaving your kid in the car unattended. Does that make sense to you now?
I'm so sorry.
I did take a little bit of look at your record. You've had, quite a few traffic infractions, but it's not a big deal. But some of them are not seatbelting your child. Okay, yeah, I've seen all up and down the state of Florida.
So you see that, to top all this off, she has a whole lot of moving violations, a lot of which are from her not seat belting her child in the car. Now, I don't know how big her child is, but they where I live, the state, the moon, you have to have your child in the car seat until they're a certain weight. So it doesn't even go by age; it goes by weight. So I don't know what the rules are in Florida, but she's got these moving violations, several, and the child's not even in the seatbelt. This is probably why she's had a case with protective services before. So okay, Muffin 218 said it's the same in Florida. But so I'm almost sure that this child probably should be in a car seat, and if not that, at least in a seat belt. And at the times, if she's had multiple tickets for this, you got to figure the child had to be younger than 6. So, yeah, I revived said, as I said, a dingbat.
Just gotta make sure that you're making smart decisions for your little girl, because again, you're her mom, right? You're in charge of her. The rescue's here and they're gonna check you out, okay?
And I asked you what happens next after this. Like, how do I come back to my daughter? Like, what happens?
Well,
she'll be able to come. My friend will be able to go.
yeah, they come and if you post up a bond, and they'll be able to, bond bail you out and all that good stuff, okay? You're gonna be here to check you out.
How are you?
She was charged with child neglect.
That's all for that one. I was cut.
So basically, we were on 15 break. I sat here right.
Wait, stop video. I was disappointed because she was charged with just child neglect, and I wanted her to have a couple more charges because she doesn't get it. Now, I'm not saying I want protective services in everybody's life who make mistakes with their kids or whatever, even though I don't know, but I just think that because she didn't get it and she doesn't understand what she did was wrong, I honestly believe that I just there's some serious issues there. Shay B said, "Y'all sure she was working out, or was she selling?" Mimi says she deserves more charges. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mai Tai said, "I hope her daughter has more sense than her mother when she grows up." And Zen Soul said, Michi 3, yes, she also needs counseling. Yeah, parenting. And I think she did. They said, I think she had to take a parenting class. But this mom right here is at Walmart working.
They're on the inside. They say he just got up and start walking around. So. Yeah, because I was going to get off. Paul, he literally, look, but he got out of the car.
It's all right. We'll figure it out.
Look, and look over there. My car is over there.
A Walmart worker started her shift after leaving her 2-year-old in the car. Hours later, stunned shoppers found the toddler wandering the parking lot in tears, searching for his mom. prompting a 911 call.
What's up, buddy? So what's going on?
So basically, we were on a 15-minute break. I sat him right there in the inside. They say he just got up and started walking around and stuff.
You brought him to work with you?
Yeah, because I was going to get off. And I can't leave him alone because he had the hands, mouth, and feet thing. So, and they said it's contagious. You know what hands, mouth, and foot is?
Heard of it.
Yeah.
See how this works? It's always oh, it's just 2 hours, but oh, I was checking, or oh, this, oh, that. It's always something.
From a daycare.
Okay. How long you been at work today?
Like, since, what, 11:30?
This morning?
No, tonight.
Yeah, old man Johnson's farm said listen to the reason she brought him to work. Yeah. Yeah, look at how small he is. He's a toddler. Shoot. I mean, Reefa mom said you were about to get off in 15-minute break. Not 15, she was leaving, but a 15-minute break. She just got to work at 11, and already she gets a 15-minute break. I'm sure we'd love to have jobs like this when we can go in and just be there 5 minutes and get a 15-minute break.
You've only been here like a half hour?
Yeah.
You've been here a half hour and you already went on a 15-minute break?
Yeah. Because I came late. I didn't make it to the meeting. Because of his hands, mouth, and feet.
Mitra is over there talking with the complainant. So that's the mom. That's her son. I guess she's been here since 11:30 p.m. So she's only been here about a half hour.
She's an overnight worker?
I would assume so. The kid's got hands, mouth, and feet disorder or disease or whatever from a daycare. So she couldn't leave him home. So she
Oh yeah. She says that he has hands, mouth, and feet, so she could not leave him. I guess with a sitter because that sitter has a child or her other children or whatever, and apparently this is contagious. So that's why she has the baby with her. Hey, Dimples Wimples. Hey, TD Will. Hey, Del Sol. Del Sol said she brought him to work because she was getting off. No, she. Dimples Wimples said Red Robin telling a bold faced lie. Honey say that said disease. Yeah, it's hand, foot, and mouth disease. I don't. It's highly contagious. I don't know where it comes from. Probably a some type of virus or something like chicken pox. But yeah, that's what the baby has. You have to, I'm gonna look it up and see. Miss Nisi said, "Oh, this one, Lord, why can't they call in rather than risk going to jail?" Right.
brought him to work. But what's not making sense is she just got here at 11:30. She's like, I was on my 15-minute break. So where was he? She's like, I left him in like this area, and I guess she was close by. But I'm like, wait, it's 11.
Oh yeah, she's saying she left him in, I guess, like the vestibule of Walmart, and she was keeping an eye on him. And what happened was he must have got out when she ran to the back. I don't know why she went back there. I don't know if she had to use the bathroom or if she had to like do work. I'm not sure, but this is what she was saying. But she really left this child in the car, and the child got out and was roaming the parking lot. But yeah, that's what and now you can't leave this child at home or with a sitter or whatever because he has hand, foot, and mouth disease, but yet you have him in Walmart around all these people in that vestibule area, keeping an eye on him. Zen Soul said, yeah, she should have stayed home. It's a true disease in children. Yeah, it is. It's when small children don't wash their hands and put them in their mouths and share toys. I have to, I'm gonna look though, just to see like specifically how you get it and how it's passed on. because they were talking about how when I was looking into it, they were talking about how it is highly contagious. So I mean, the child really should be home somewhere sitting, them folks said little them folks caught it at daycare around 14 to 18 months. So how long does it last? Them folks, how, I mean, is there, and I know what she said. The babysitter didn't want to keep him because he keeps crying, I guess, because he's itchy. But I mean, can't you put some calamine lotion or put him in a vino bath or put some oat lotion or something on him? I mean, I don't know. Bible lady said, I was just in the parking lot waiting for a parking space when a lady was taking forever. She was brushing her hair and lingering, then started brushing her dog's hair, only to leave the dog in the car. I hope she left the windows down. Um, Reef and Muff's mom says sometimes they have mouth blisters, and I think he has blisters on his feet and stuff. So he's a little irritable. Sassy Experience says it's highly contagious and hard to eradicate.
11:30. You've been here a half hour. You already went on a 15-minute break. I don't understand. You got to work at 11:30 p.m. It's like a little after midnight right now.
Like 12.
Okay. So you went on a 15-minute break.
No, I just started my 15-minute break, but I took him so I could go put my cart to the side.
Okay.
And then I came back and they said he was walking, and it was like they didn't even know it was my kid. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they
Because
said
they
they
never-
didn't. They said they didn't know it was your kid.
Yeah.
Did they not know you have your kid here?
No, they didn't know at all. But DJ should have knew this was my child.
Who's DJ?
He said, his uncle.
Is he the? Oh, where's he
He
at?
was like, I thought that was your child. I was like, yeah, it is my child.
So when you left to put you put your cart to the side, where were you in proximity to him?
Like right there in the
Bravo 11, 5194.
But he's in
I got you.
That's why I worry about that.
Okay. How long's your shift?
Like to 7, but I can't stay to 7 like I told my manager. My manager been on this been going on for like 3 days. Because it's contagious and he does not sleep. It itches him really bad.
So you don't have anybody at home that can supervise him?
I mean, not.
Like grandma
I
can't
mean, they
supervise
will.
him?
My grandma's a bitch. You know,
Yeah, I remember.
she's a bitch.
Okay.
So, I mean, I do have somebody watching him, but it's like he wakes up constantly. And
His
that gets
dad
very
not in the
frustrating.
picture?
No, his dad is. But my phone died. I actually was going to call him, but you can't leave off of your shift when you want to just go charge your phone.
Who's the associate that found her?
Let me see if she's still here.
Yeah, grab her.
101, switch on. 101, go ahead.
In the car?
Come here, mama.
You can hold your ID back. Hold on to it. Trying to get in the front door?
Yeah, to get inside, so I just took his head and put it to him.
Okay. How long do you think that you, from the time that you saw the baby to when you went?
I felt like a couple seconds.
Okay.
I saw the baby try to get inside, and I just went him to him. That's it.
Was she in your body or
She was inside.
She was inside working?
She was on the other side of the building.
For leaving work, and then when you
Yeah,
got
I
in
was
the car,
on break.
and then
Yeah, I
okay,
was on break sitting in my car.
okay, you on break sitting in your
Yeah.
car, okay.
I think the baby went this way.
So you didn't know if it was an employee's child, right?
No.
So did the mom come over asking for her child, or how did it happen? How did she know that the child was missing?
I was with the child right here.
Oh, you were standing in the front.
Right here in the front.
Okay.
And one of the cart pushers said, "Oh, I think that's the lady's child that work over in HBA."
Okay. So she had no idea. It wasn't like she came running, screaming, "Where's my kid?" Nothing like that.
No.
Okay. So somebody had to tell her to come.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think she
She didn't
knew her
realize.
child was
Okay.
Hey, Salt and Pepper Trusses. Salt and Pepper Trusses said, did she say, my grandma to the cop? I think she said on my grandma. You know how they say that. Honey say that said he is contagious and that makes her as well, huh? Well, that's what I was thinking. That's why if her original story that he was in the vestibule and she was keeping an eye on him, where people come in and out the store, I would think that that just and I'm sure it's not airborne. You have to come in contact with it, but I just don't. I think that becomes a public health issue. I mean, it's just like chickenpox or measles or mumps or any of those things. Sassy Experience says, I try so hard not to judge other moms because this shit is hard, but some of these young girls don't want to listen to keep your legs closed until you have solid support system. Learn from your mamas and your grandmamas, and I agree with that. The thing about it is children don't ask to be here. You can there's birth control everywhere, and if you are not stable enough to have a child, then you should. Mistakes happen, but if a mistake does happen and you have a child, you have to learn to be responsible, and it's just common sense. You don't leave your toddler. I don't even think the boy can talk. He's a toddler. So you don't leave your toddler in the car while you go to work. And I'm not even gonna give her kudos for working. I'm just gonna say it was just wrong. It was just wrong. I mean, it's kudos for having a job, but that's one day you should have called in. If she wanted to go out to the club or something like that, or if she's tired from being at the club the night before, I bet you she'd call out. So I'm sorry. Bible lady said, I thought she said, my grandma is a bitch. Um, oh, she did say that. She did say that. So I'm sorry, y'all. I had ran in the kitchen for a minute. She did say that. Now I remember. She certainly did say that. Salt and Pepper Tressa said, I thank God for my village when my children were young. Yeah, my family has been, a village for all the children and things, because that's what you have to do.
What's your name?
Shakira.
Shakira?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna read you something real fast, alright? Before I ask you any questions, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions.
Mm-hmm.
Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given.
Mm-hmm.
You have the right to the presence and representations of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement during any questioning.
Mm-hmm.
If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent.
Mm-hmm.
I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be on your own free will.
Mm-hmm.
Any statement can be and will be used against you in a court of law. You understand?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Can you kind of run me through, do you usually bring your child to work?
No, I usually don't bring him to work, but
Okay.
I went to Bethesda Memorial because he had
Today?
hands, mouth, and foot like 3 days ago.
Okay.
And he's had hand, mouth, and foot, and I don't want him around my other child because it's very.
She went to Bethesda Memorial 3 days ago because, he has hand, foot, and mouth. But my question is, what is you going to Bethesda 3 days ago got to do with this child being left unattended tonight? That's what I want. Soul Power the Outcast said, it's bad when they hit you with Miranda right. So yeah, Reef and Muff's mom, she has another child. Yes.
Very contagious.
Okay.
So with him, I tried to have my sister watch him, but she said he's constantly waking up out of his sleep.
Okay.
So
how long was he here today?
So he was here with me. Well, his dad just brung him. So he was here with me about a good, not even 10 minutes.
What time did Dad drop?
His dad just brung him. Why couldn't Dad keep him? Hey, Celebrity Juicer, how are you? Why couldn't the dad keep him? Old Man Johnson's farm said, and she don't want him around her kid. Hey, D-Dub. D-Dub said, years ago, I had a neighbor who had two small children and an evening corporate cleaning job. Her babysitter was a last-minute no-show. She would have been fired if she called out. And she did this. How old were the children? And she brought her children to work. Did she bring them inside or did she leave them outside unattended? Soul Power the Outcast said, "Does every Walmart worker have pink or red hair?" Yeah, like, is it part of the dress code? Shaby said his dad bought him where? Yeah, his dad dropped him off. His dad just dropped him off. Tanya B here said, "Lord have mercy. Be careful with who you have children with." And Mimi said, right, he had not at all, he was not at all at work. Yeah, so why can't the baby, why'd he have to drop the baby off?
I like 11 something because I came at 11:30.
So dad dropped him off, and did dad hand you him, or did you just drop him off outside?
No, he handed me.
He handed you? Okay. So you brought him inside?
Right now.
Right in the front? Okay. And then what happened after that?
He just got up and started walking because I was going on my 15 minutes.
So are you going on break?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he walked away from your side, or what?
Yeah, he
what
just
happened?
walked away from me.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. How long do you think that it was different between when you had custody of him to when
custody?
When you had custody of your child?
Yeah.
To when you didn't have custody? How long do you say? When you saw the child in your possession, from that time to when you didn't see the child, do you know how long the gap time frame?
I'm not sure it wasn't that long though.
Okay. All right. So 10 minutes ago, they dropped him off. Okay. You have your ID on you, man?
No, sir.
Huh? What's your first name?
S-H-A.
S-H-A-K-E.
R-R.
Did you notice the child was missing?
Actually, I didn't notice he walked out.
Okay. So were you just working and then you just realized like...
No, I was actually pushing my cart to the back to go on my 15 to come back up here. And then I seen him saying, "Oh, this your child?" And then he was like, "No, this is her child. I know this is her child." Danny, he knows this is my child.
Okay. The manager you talking about? Or
no, him right there.
The car dude? Okay. So you didn't realize the child was missing?
I did not realize, no.
You didn't leave him with nobody or anything like that? Hey, watch him real fast?
I mean, no, because I was right there, literally in the store.
Okay.
Not too far in the back at all.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying all this was unnecessary.
Yeah. Well, you got to understand, it's a child too.
No, I understand. That's why I told
All this was unnecessary. Someone calling the police because your child is wandering around was unnecessary to do all of this. This goes to show me her parenting right here. This goes to show me her parenting because she just thinks this is just nonsense right now. D-Dub said, no, she left them in the car. It was a bank. She didn't know what to do. I told her she could have left the kids. I kept them for a few months until she got established daycare. But what I'm saying, there was, and I know you can't just leave your kids with just anybody, but there was absolutely no one. I mean, she had to take them and leave them in the car because just think what the alternative is. You do that and someone calls the police who sees them and protective services gets involved and may possibly take your children and put them with strangers. So, I mean, you really got to be careful the decisions that you make. Soul Power said, "Ma'am, your baby was wandering around a parking lot." Yeah, she just she ran to the back to take a shopping cart. When she came back, she was gone. So what's the big deal? What is the big deal? Dimples Wimple said, "What if that baby would have been kidnapped or hit?" Exactly.
I'm glad y'all care for kids, but it's just like, it's so dramatic.
How long you been working here?
Like,
just started?
Going on, like a month.
A month now? Okay.
Did you take pictures of them?
Yeah, I took pictures.
Can we have the kids, because we have to have him stand?
You want to take a picture? Oh, yeah, it's a full body.
Have him put over here.
Look at me, buddy. Hey, I got you. Look.
Why am I under arrest?
Hey.
I did not do this.
It's not my fault. Real shit. It's not my fault. He literally, look, but he got out of the car.
It's all right. We'll figure it out.
Look, and look over there.
It's not her fault he got out the car. But see, remember, she was saying that, she was watching him. He was in that part. Now he was in the car, and it's not her fault that he got out. Shaby said, I could not imagine leaving my child unattended. Soul Power the Outcast said today is her last day at Walmart. Sassy Experience said it's her indifference for me, like everyone else is wrong for caring about her child. Right. Hey, them folks said that is your fault. Hey, Eve has many faces. She should have known when they said put your child down. She should have known then they was about to cuff her. TD Will says she's on probationary period. Well, she probably won't have a job. So Mimi said, "Wait, I thought he was in." Yeah, that's what I said. He was inside. Now all of a sudden, it's not her fault. He got out the car. Mind you, they knew that he got out the car. Tell me that part said, "Not your fault." G-Dub says she really didn't have anyone, no family. Their daddy was at work already at a factory. The babysitter backed out an hour before the shift. No siblings, parents deceased. She was frantic. Well, she was very lucky that nothing happened to the children. Nobody took them and nobody, called the police. She was very fortunate. Soul Power, the Outcast, says something is very wrong with these people. She really doesn't think she did anything wrong. Nope. Tell me that part. Says she'd have been better off calling off. What I can't understand is why did the father dropped him off? You mean the father couldn't keep him while she worked? There was nobody else. I mean, and well, that's the story she's given, that the father dropped him off. She might have brought him to work and left him strapped in the car seat. That's probably what really happened. Reef and Muff's mom said she's the kind to medicate a child with Benadryl in a house or a car alone while she works. Yeah.
Car's over there.
Okay.
So he was in the car by himself?
No, there's somebody in there. Oh my God,
Who's
this is
in the
not
car
my
with you?
fault. My girlfriend.
Okay.
See,
I
okay.
thought you said he was.
Okay. We went from him being in the store, right, and her keeping an eye on him, to he was in the car with my girlfriend. It's not my fault she ran out. She ran off and left. See how the story, she can't even tell a consistent story.
Inside with you.
Yeah, he was. That's what I'm saying. Because as soon as DJ told me, I came up. Literally, I swear on everything.
See, she said, I'm gonna run that back a little bit. She said, yeah, he was inside with me. So was he inside or was he in a car with your friend? Which was it?
No, there's somebody in there. Oh my God,
Who's
this
in
is
the
not
car
my
with
fault. My girlfriend.
Okay. I thought you said he was inside with you.
Yeah, he was. That's what I'm saying. Because as soon as DJ told me, I came up. Literally, I swear on everything.
So when was he in the car then?
He was in the car literally like 10 minutes ago.
So he walked from the car up here.
He had to. That's what I'm saying.
But you said he was inside with you at first.
Yes,
and then
he was
you walked
inside.
away and
No,
then
I
somehow
literally. You can ask DJ. I literally ran up there.
All right. We'll figure it out, man.
This
Where's your girlfriend at? So we can talk to them.
But why am I being detained? I want to know because it's not even my fault.
Well, it's gonna be child neglect at this point.
How?
Baby's two. Baby's two.
But it's not even my fault, bro.
Honey, you are not being detained. You're being arrested. Why am I being detained? Girlfriend, you're being arrested. Petty Patty said that child's father did not drop him off. I believe she came to work with him like that. And I believe she left him in the car. The story keeps changing. Who knows? Mimi said, good grief, girl. Sassy Experience said now someone was in the imaginary car. Shaby said, when did her friend enter the equation? Just now. Just now. It's not her fault that the friend left. Mimi says it's not my fault, girl. Really. Champion said her sister is no good in my eyes. That sister could be inconvenienced for one night tending to her sick nephew. That's what I'm saying. Come on now. I've done it before. But she's the way the story, and she's right. Old Man Johnson's farm said this girl is a terrible liar. She is. Let me see. D Dub said she was very lucky. It was a 3 hour shift. No one knew they were there. They stayed in the car. I got on her so bad with everything I could that could have happened. She was grateful for my help. And that's good that you actually reached out to help her. Um so that it's good that she was able to get help from you and then get established child care. Salt and pepper tresses. Look, there is no girlfriend. Hey, Diva Shawnee, how are you?
DJ, can you tell them it's not even my fault? Real shit. It's not even my fault.
Real shit,
It's
DJ.
crazy. Can you call my child's dad?
Yeah, we'll talk. What's the phone number?
I don't know about her. Can I at
Okay.
least put my phone on the charger or something, please?
When
We'll
we
get
to
up
the
there.
station,
Yeah,
okay?
we'll talk to you.
You don't have anything on you, do you? Like in the pockets?
Delta 229. No answer.
Or can I call my grandma? Can y'all call somebody to come get my child? Because there's no way y'all should be taking me to jail. This is dead ass wrong. What can I ask? Why am I going to jail?
Child.
How with my child neglect?
Man was a 2-year-old out. What time is
He
it?
got out the car with somebody. Can I ask you a question though?
What's up?
If I had somebody watching him and they fell asleep, would I get in trouble?
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay, but when I asked you, when I read you your rights, right, and I asked you where
But I
was the
didn't want to
child?
be not incompetent for not speaking. I literally work and I'm in college. I cannot afford to go to jail.
Yeah, but what do you mean by you're
But
being
it's
incompetent?
because I'm not gonna lie. When I'm under pressure, I get very, very nervous.
all you gotta do is tell the truth.
But then here's the thing, though. It's not my fault. I was in work and I had somebody literally watching him. They fell asleep and he got out the car.
Unfortunately, because you're the mother and you're
Here's the question I have. Why is somebody babysitting your child in the car? They didn't you don't have a home for them to babysit at? They don't have a home to babysit. You mean to tell me there is no home um for them to babysit? Sassy Experience said we can't blame the sister because we don't know the other side. Remember, she said there's another child. So obviously it's more to this bullshit. Mai Tai said that's why she changed the subject to why am I being arrested? There is no friend. Petty Patty says she really thinks she didn't do anything wrong. Bible Lady said she didn't want to be incompetent. What? Tell me that part said the mentally is crazy at work. Mimi says how she know the friend fell asleep. just, just look, they said you have the right to remain silent. Why she hasn't done that, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Jet Black Straight. Rossi said, can't they look at the cameras? They already know. They already know that this child was left because while they're out there talking to her, there are people in there looking at cameras and they're taking statements from people. But the other employee who didn't even know anything about this moment said the child was wandering around the parking lot. So yeah, but I'm sure they did all that.
supposed to be you're the caregiver
How
for
when
the
I had somebody watching
you're the
him?
caregiver for the child, so you're gonna be
Like I'm in
responsible
college,
no matter
I have
what.
to go to school tomorrow.
Unfortunately, that's how it plays out. The cops got called for this situation, and we have to do what we have to do.
But when
okay?
they called me out of that, how when I had no knowledge?
You're the mother. At the end of the day, you're gonna be held responsible. That's part of being a mother. No
So
matter what
even
happens,
if it's not even my fault.
you're the mother of the child. All right.
So can y'all call my grandma? Somebody get my child,
When
please?
we get up there, you can make your phone calls. Okay.
So who's gonna hold
we
my
have to call
baby?
DCF. We have to call
Why?
DCF.
The baby's gonna be with us over at the station and everything.
Why? Please
we're
take
gonna,
me child. Y'all doing me wrong. Y'all doing me so wrong. I've never been to DCF. I've always been in my child's life. I'm in college. I work for my kids.
I understand that, but we have to do what we have to do, ma'am. All right.
That's crazy.
So just sit tight for us, okay?
The suspect was arrested and charged with child neglect. She ultimately received 3 years of probation and mandatory parenting classes. It turns out there was no one else in the car, and she had intended to leave her child unattended for her entire shift. Was that punishment enough, or should the court have gone further? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe.
I hope that she was at least put on some sort of improvement plan or something like that with DCF. I hope that they did not just, take her through the court system and wait a minute. I hope they didn't just take her through the court system and put her, on probation and stuff. I hope more was done because she really does not understand that she did something wrong. I have two more. They're very short. This one here is where we have a pregnant mom who she left her 3-month old in the car. Okay. And oops. This one is being brought to us by a matter of crime. Okay. Is it up there playing? Let me see. Wait a minute. I shouldn't have to do this, but let me check. Let me go over here and check. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened. Here we go. All right.
A mother made the alarming decision to leave her 3-month-old child alone in the car for over 40 minutes while she went shopping. Officers arrived shortly after to investigate the situation. When officers arrived, they saw a 3-month-old child alone in the car crying before the mother eventually returned.
Okay, why was your baby in the car?
Because she not wearing her shoe on.
What?
She not.
Oh, by the way, I must mention that this young lady is deaf, but she can read lips. She's not slow or anything like that because, mind you, she has 3 babies. But she's not slow. She's just she's hearing impaired. So, but she reads lips. So I need to tell y'all that before we get into it.
Bring your shoe on.
You can't leave your child in the car.
Yeah, I can't care. I'm taking care of myself. Stop pranking. I can't care of all of it.
Okay, well, you should have left one at home.
Okay, I'll put you down and car on.
Okay.
She's saying that she basically could not handle having all 3 of them in the store, so she just left the infant in the car and she took those 2, the one she's holding and the one down here walking around. She took them in the store. What up, though? Said that baby she holding isn't 2 years old. I don't know how old that baby is, but the one in the car is 3 months old. There's one in the car, so there's 3 babies. Um, Muffin 218 said I have a cousin who is deaf. I worked with a woman that was and they think they can do whatever they want. I've had deaf clients before, and the sad part about that was that um the mom and the dad, they were deaf and they bought the 4-year-old in to to do the language for my interview. I didn't know that they were deaf until they came in for their appointment because I could have found someone to do that, but they bought the 4-year-old in to sign for them. I've had people, there have been 3 year. I was so fascinated that there was a 3-year-old that could speak uh, Creole. She was Haitian. She could speak Creole and English and interpret. So I've seen everything. Petty Patty says she works at Wendy's. Jackson Tabasco. How many children? She got 3. A 2-month old, a 3-month old, the one she's holding, and this little girl walking around. So she's got all these kids, and they are probably. I'm going to say that little girl can't be any more than 3. So she's got 3 children, all under the age of, we'll say 4. We'll say that. Dimples Wimple says she can't hear horn vibrations from other cars. Well, deaf people drive. They do drive. They do get licensed and drive. Karen Luck says she needs to stop having babies if she doesn't have help. Yeah, now that's true. I mean, just looking at the children, they look like they probably have the same father. So he might be in the home. Who knows? Them folks said a 3-month old you can still put in a baby carrier and walk around with him or her strapped to you. Yeah, but I don't know. I think she has to carry this one around. I don't know if this one she's holding walks. I don't know.
You still can't come back over here if you want to.
Oh yeah, like come here. Right here, you do something.
Okay. Is the car running right now?
Yeah, it's running.
If you want to put them just inside, does it have AC?
Yeah, I'll put it inside.
Okay, if you want to put them inside, but I'm going to have you stand out here with me.
Not working though. I want to put it down.
So the AC's not working.
Yeah.
You leave your child.
Open it, we don't.
So she left the baby in the car with the AC blasting. However, the AC is blowing out hot because it's not working. Patty says the one on the car looks like he's about 1. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. My Chai says she has no support system. I think she does. I just think she really just made this decision and she's not understanding that it's not a good one. Mimi said, Lord, she got the baby on there like a bag. And Sassy Experience said you left that baby in a hot car. She sure did. You know what? I used to date someone who had his sister was deaf. Completely deaf. And me, believe it or not, she signed. I did not. But me and her could have a conversation. We sure could. And she didn't talk like this lady talks either. But, we made it through. Jackson Tabasco said, baby, I need somebody to draw me a chart on when she conceived and gave birth. Them folks said she had too many kids close together. Eve Has Many Faces says this police intervention may give her some much needed assistance. Tell me that part said, OMG, I have a headache. Mimi says, these mothers have got me hot. Mm-hmm.
You understand how hot it is?
I don't put me down in the air now.
Would you sit in a car with no air?
Trying.
Would you leave so you left your
I've been in this too long. I should got here.
Well, we got the call minutes ago, so it was long enough for her to be sweating and people seeing that the child was in there.
Okay, you've been there 3 minutes.
Is there anybody?
She was only in there 3 minutes, she says.
You can call to come to get the kids?
Huh?
Is there anybody else you can call, a family member?
Yeah, my mama.
Okay, can you have her come this way?
What's wrong?
We just want someone with the...
She said, why? What's wrong? So see here, she does not get it. She does not get it. Why? What's wrong?
Kids.
You're not going to my town?
I'm sorry?
You're not going to town?
We're still investigating, but we just want to have your mom call because
She wants to know if she's going to jail, in case nobody understood that. Hey, Bella.
Does she have a car with AC? And she could transport the kids home?
Yeah, how long are you here right now?
I'm sorry?
How long are you here right now?
How long?
Yeah.
Probably a while. We're still investigating. We have a lot of people to talk to. I guess the car doesn't have AC. I'm trying to think where.
No, there's nowhere out here.
I know.
No shade anywhere.
No.
Y'all gonna be here a minute? Make sure you can sit in there with her.
If they will allow it,
Okay.
just because there's no AC in the car. Okay, thank you.
She's speaking out of language.
Don't. No.
I've been here like 4 minutes.
For 4 minutes?
Yeah.
Now it's 4 minutes. She's been in there for 4 minutes. My Tai said, I get that daycare is really expensive and especially for a single parent. I think that, see, she's got on this Wendy's outfit, so I don't know. She might have just got off work from Wendy's and went to daycare and picked these kids up. Cause I can't imagine she's wearing that Wendy's shirt unless she was there working. So that's my theory of the case. Now I could be wrong, but I'm thinking she was at work. She got off work, picked her kids up from daycare, whatever, and is stopping in the store. For now, 4 minutes. It was three. Now we're up to 4 minutes. She was in the store. Michi three. I don't know what state this is, but it's probably Florida.
You speak another language?
English?
Just
Yeah, I'm
English?
down.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. I
Okay.
don't know sign language.
Yeah, I don't know sign language.
But I read it, right?
You read lips?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you just went in for about 4 minutes, left them in the car, but the
Yeah,
AC
that's
doesn't
okay.
work that great.
Yeah, but I'll read you down. You call on me.
She left the man with the car running
She took.
with the windows down, she said.
Yeah. Yeah. She took the other kids in, but not the one.
Also, just the little girl was in the car. Oh.
Yeah.
What else you guys need? Just trying to find somewhere to get them some AC. Can they sit in one of these cars? I mean, they can sit in the back. Are they taking?
So I only have the back seat. I'm gonna see if my Sarge might pull up and possibly.
Cody?
Yeah. To put just because I don't have.
I was y'all are asking, is she pregnant again? I was wondering that too. I want to assume that she looks that way because she just, the baby's 3 months old that she left in the car. So I'm thinking that maybe, it's still weight from having that baby. That's what I'm thinking because I hope she's not pregnant again. Bella, yeah, she's deaf. Is she digging boogers out? Tanya be here. I don't know. I didn't see. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? Okay, the title does say she's pregnant, but you know what? I want to assume that maybe the person who got the content creator, I want to assume that maybe he assumed she was pregnant because of how she looked, and he doesn't know. With a 3-month-old, you can have. I refuse to believe that this girl is pregnant again. I'm sorry, I just refuse. Mai Tai says she was going to the store to shop. Take all the babies in the store. There is one carrier on the top, the other two in the cart, holding the cart. Just take the kids home. She's got a mother. She's got a mother. And the mother's gonna come get the kids. The plate, yeah, this is definitely Florida. Yeah, I just really, I really, I know what the title says, but I really want to believe that's just baby weight left over from the 3-month-old.
I don't mind them sitting. I just don't if they press buttons. I have to turn.
They can sit in the back seat too and roll the window down, open your center divider, and let the air blow.
Okay.
As of I'm advising you that ladder 42 has been dispatched to an emergency CPA stroke. The lamp, the guard.
She's on the phone with mom right now.
Okay.
Huh? Your speaker.
Now, see, that's weird. Did y'all see that? That's weird. She put it up to her ear, and she said, "Huh?" So that's just weird to me. Um, hey, Sassy Sue. Sassy Sue said she was pregnant. Petty Petty said her stomach is too round for baby weight. Listen, I am still refusing to believe that she's pregnant. I just don't believe it. Bible Lady said Florida can't be the only state that produces degenerates. Muffin 218 said, damn it, let me pull up and use my AC. I know. Karen Luck says, does birth control not exist anymore? Tanya B here said, I think she's pregnant again too. Sad for the children. Champion says, it takes more than 4 minutes just to check out. Yeah, depending on where you go. There's no way. Shoot. When you are carrying, you got a toddler and you're carrying this one baby and this other one's walking, it takes you 4 minutes to get up to the door. Soul Power the Outcast says maybe she can hear a little bit. I don't know. Dibbles Wimple says she's partially deaf. And Jackson Tabasco said, baby, you're on, you have to hear the fluids come out to avoid getting pregnant.
Hello, ma'am. Are you able to come up here for just so we could get the kids transported in a vehicle with AC? Yeah, I know her AC went out. Oh. Can I hold the phone real quick? Okay, yeah, so the issue is that she left the child in the car. So are you able to come up to Bell's Outlet in DeLand? Right now we're still investigating, but we do need a family member here. You said you're in DeLand? About how long will it be? Okay. Is there another family member that can come that's closer, or? Okay, yeah, if you could start heading this way, that would be great. Okay, thank you.
I gotta go. It's nice meeting you. Bye. Bye.
And isn't it like real easy for a child that age, 3 months old, to have a heat stroke? I mean, like, are they like even more susceptible to having a heat stroke? Shay B says this got a factory. Jackson Tabasco said her nose says it all. Eve has many faces says she has the pregger's nose. Muffin 218 said mama should have taught birth control. I'm telling you. Zen Soul said yes, D-Land is in Florida.
I copy. Alrighty. Does your mom have car seats?
We got here literally it's like the same time you did. So when we get information, we'll be able to tell you, all right?
Okay, yeah, she told me that you all were looking at the camera before you all got here.
Our sergeant is in there doing that.
Yeah, we're supposed to be looking at her before they arrested. Like, why is they arresting her? If they
here we go. This is the reason why this girl is on her fourth child and she has a 3-month-old. Why is this mother making excuses? He hasn't even looked in at the camera yet. Why they supposed to do all that before they arrest her? Listen, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Let's say for real, she was in there for 4 minutes. You left your child in the car and it's hot. And then you turn on the AC that's blowing out hot air. They reach, because one of the things that they do when they're writing the report, they have to take the temperature of the inside of the car. It was hot in there to the point that they didn't want, while they were talking to her, they didn't want the other kids sitting in the car. So that's how hot it is. But you see the mom is sitting up here making excuses where they're supposed to look at the camera for what? She left her baby in the car. That is enough right there to take her in as far as I am concerned. But that's me. Shay B said, "Where's the baby daddy?" I don't know, but I believe they've all got to have the same daddy just by looking at them. Just by looking at them all, they all look like they got the same daddy. So the same man is getting this woman pregnant. What up, though? Says she's saying that because she doesn't want to be bothered with all them babies. I know, and she probably just got off work. Chitty Will said, it's above 90 degrees in August in Florida. Look, I was in Florida. I forget when, but it was in the summertime, and it was extremely hot. So I can't imagine. I mean, they said the baby was sweating. She was sweating and crying. They called the paramedics to check the baby out. Just dangerous.
Because they did. Yep, he did see the camera. He's in there getting a statement or something, and then he radioed back to us. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll help her with the answer.
The officers reviewed the surveillance footage from the local business to determine the exact amount of time the children were left in the car.
She found out why that it was. When she found out that she left her grandbaby in the car in the heat, she was pretty much like, I can't believe it. Like her ass. Like I don't know why. I can't believe she did that and all that. So, depending on the information here, and we speculate. There's the misdemeanor charge and there's the felony charge, and that one's a 316 and the other's like.
Well, the 316, I'm looking more at child endangerment,
Right,
child
right.
neglect.
Yes, sir.
I've just got to look at, because the verbiage on them is very similar. I'm going to grab my book and look.
Yes, sir. Because the 15-minute thing, that's the misdemeanor 316.
And she's getting a citation for leaving a vehicle unattended.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. We'll get that.
I'm gonna ask one more time. Do you have anything that's gonna poke, stick me? Any knives? Anything? No. So if I get stick, you know that. May I have you put your.
I don't know if you noticed, but she is now turning her head so that she cannot read this officer's lips, which is a sign of disrespect that the deaf will do. She was in there, I think, 25 minutes, maybe. I don't know I guess they haven't said it yet, but it was like 25 minutes.
Your chest on the car? Then place your chest on the car. What's that?
They're not taking her yet, right?
Why? You need to.
I need to talk to her, and then I need some stuff from her because, all her kid stuff is at her place, and
Okay.
I don't have nothing.
Here's these are your kids' water.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay.
So you want us to roll up the windows and take your
My
mom?
mom, take care of it.
She'll take care of it? Okay.
Nobody called.
Oh. She just said her mom will take care of it. Okay. I'll let mom know then.
Yeah, grandma, she does seem like she doesn't want to be bothered with the babies. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but yeah, Justin's mom, that grandma has an attitude. When my nieces and things and nephew was little, we had stuff at the house. Like, I mean, you know how extra I am. I had my own car seats and things for them, but we had like clothes, extra diapers. I mean, there's just things at the house that they need if we ever had to keep them, so that you didn't have to bring stuff back and forth all the time. Them folks at Karen, look, she does seem like she really doesn't want to be there. Sassy Experience says, I didn't think it was possible, but I feel more empathy for the Walmart chick than this heifer. Helen Keller pretending as she can partially hear. Mimi said, Grandma tired. Grandma tired. Grandma probably just got off work. My Tai said, Grandma is like, I'm young and popping. Grandma wants to do her own thing. Yes.
she deaf? Yeah. Okay. Well, somewhat, I guess. But she answers me when she wants to. Right now. You want to put that in there?
Hey, give me one time. I'm gonna send you an NDC list.
Okay. We got mom's info.
I ran the tag.
Okay.
But I didn't get her ID right.
Perfect. Alright.
What would make it fine?
It just depends on what degree of charge we give her. Right now we're looking at child neglect and possibly abuse. So I'm just waiting for my SARS. We're getting camera footage, but we're gonna go ahead and take her and start getting everything ready for her to figure out the real. Right? And then her sorry.
What store is it?
He is in Dollar Tree.
Okay, because I'm going to get it in there.
Oh, okay. Perfect, thank you.
The mother was taken into custody, and officers determined that the child had been in the car without air conditioning for about 25 minutes. Comment below, do you think the arrest was justified?
It sure was. And this last one that I have is a mother who
A mother made the
where is it? Do I have one more? I thought I had one more. Where is it? I did have one more. I don't know where it went. It was this one and this one. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Give me a minute. I thought that I had downloaded the I thought I didn't download it. Let me see. Let me get it. Let me grab it right quick. Um hmm. Darn it. Just give me a minute. This is crazy. Maybe that's why I still have that thing up. I mean, I do have another one, but I don't want to. Oh, that's the wrong playlist. But I don't want to show it because, man, and that was a good one too. Let me find it. Let me find it. Hmm. I can't believe I did that. Man, I was on a roll too. I was on a roll. I bet I won't be able to find it too. See, that's the drunk lady. That one's too long. I think it's coming up. I think I almost got it. Almost got it. I would sing to entertain y'all while I look for this, but I don't want to do that to y'all. uh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I don't believe I did that. I'm so mad. I am so mad. Oh, there's Charleston White. I don't want to play that one. That one's way too long for now. Oh, I think it's coming. I think. That ain't the one, but I might use that one. That's not the one I wanted, but let me get it. I might use it. Yep, it's after this one. It's down here. But I thought maybe I already I'm gonna look. If I don't see it, I'm gonna look because I thought I downloaded it. Because how would I have known how many minutes it was if I didn't? Okay. All right. I will just use this other one that I got since I can't find it. We could go back and y'all know what? Y'all know the one that we did, that Native and I did, where the woman was uh at the Ulta Beauty and stole. Do you know? Okay, that video was 50 some odd minutes. We looked at that for 50 some odd minutes. Do you know there is somebody else who has the exact same video up and they chopped it down to 18 minutes? I said, oh my gosh. Why couldn't we have come across the 18-minute one instead of this one? Oh my goodness. I could not believe that. I could always look, I can always show her again. But no, I won't punish y'all like that. Okay. I don't see it. No, I don't see it. But I do have one. I have one last one I'm getting ready to show y'all. We'll get into that one since I can't find the one that I had to show. I could have sworn it was downloaded though. What is going on? Okay, let me just go with the one I have. Or maybe that was the one and I'm in confusement. All right, y'all, here we go. This one right here, um she well, she went to she went somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where she went. I think it was somewhere out of state. She went and left her children at home. Oh shoot, let me come over here. Let me come over here. All right, let me share the screen. Okay, make sure it's up there. All right, here we go. This is the last one we're going to do. This one's about 15 minutes and then we will be done.
You okay?
Yeah.
Are your parents home?
Mm-mm.
Where are they?
That word.
Oh, wait a minute before we really get into it. This is being brought to us by A Matter of Crime. We've got A Matter of Crime again.
Okay, when your mom's at work, you said?
Hey, Leo lady.
When's she gonna be home? Hi.
Before we leave for school.
Okay. Do you have your mom's phone number?
Yeah, but the computers did.
Okay.
Yeah, she got a camera. She watches. Yes.
An Ohio mom is in hot water after police uncovered a shocking situation.
Bible lady, we are in Ohio now.
Her 3 young children were left home alone for nearly 3 days while she flew to Florida to support a friend getting liposuction. Using FaceTime and security cameras to check in, she left her 10-year-old in charge of her 7-year-old twin sisters, both with special needs. But how did authorities find out, and what consequences should she face? Here's what happened next.
Westlake Police Department, can I help you?
Hi, this is the non-emergency number, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure I called the right one. I'd like to have a welfare check done. I've never called this in before, so I don't quite know how to.
Okay, who are we doing it on?
Students at the school that I work at. There's a 10-year-old in the house and 2 7-year-olds. We have there are 3 teachers. All 3 of us got a different story, but basically we think they are home alone and that mom is in Texas. The principal had sent letters, reached out. There was a call made to CPS today, or JFS, I'm sorry, that was documented by our counselor, but JFS said that they would not investigate. And
Let's see. The school calls to report, I believe we have 3 children home alone. A 10-year-old with her special needs twin sisters. Oh, we're not going to investigate. Can you believe that? So this woman, yeah, so we're Ohio, Florida. So she flew to Ohio not for herself to have surgery, okay? She flew to Ohio to support her friend who was having probably a BBL or something like that for 3 days. Oh, and not to worry, these children, she could communicate with them, through a tablet. I don't even think there's a phone, but through a tablet. That's how they were communicating with her. But of course, when the police arrived, the tablet was dead.
Just a little uncomfortable thinking that my student, her sisters, are home alone while mother is out of state.
And when you hear these children talk, they were already prepped on what to say.
Police department.
And this goes here this goes to show you the kind of friends that she has, and okay, maybe the friend didn't know, but what kind of friend knows you have 3 kids, lets you fly with them to another state. Eve Has Many Faces says these people need to have some serious consequences. Imagine if there's a fire or a medical emergency. Right. And you see that they're not opening the door right away. And yes, a dog, Nikki G. A dog.
Yeah. Hi. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are your parents home?
Mm-mm.
Where are they?
Mom's at work.
Okay. When your mom's at work, you said? When's she gonna be home? Hi.
Before we leave for school.
Okay. Do you have your mom's phone number?
Yeah, but the computer's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on the camera. She watches. Yeah,
Okay.
she watches right there.
Where's she at?
She's at work.
Where's work at?
She works at Amazon. And my brother is at daycare. Yeah, she's with my grandma.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. She has a baby too. She took the baby with her. I forgot that part. She took the baby with her.
I need an adult's phone number just to make contact with them.
I think I memorized it. I don't know if she still uses that one.
Well, how do you get into contact with your mom when you need to talk to her?
On the computer and on the thing.
Because we charged her. We charged the computer.
You did what?
We have a computer, a MacBook, and we charge it, but it's there right now. We just been watching TV and playing around.
Okay. Can you try to get your mom on the camera?
Yeah.
Well, I'll try.
We can't make her come on the camera, but she can come on when she wants.
Okay. I need to talk to an adult, so we got to figure something out.
Okay. Charge over there. Charge over there.
How long have you guys been home alone?
Only today.
Be honest.
Only today.
We got a call because one of your teachers was concerned that you guys have been home alone for a while because your mom's out of state.
Out of state?
Oh, goodness. Are you okay?
So, my mom...
She's not out of state. No.
You alright?
So...
No, she's not out of state.
I don't want to be home alone.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom's not out of state.
You hear the one child saying, so I don't want to be home alone. And this 10-year-old is lying, saying, oh, no, she's not out of state. And she might not be lying. She might not know where her mother is. All she knows is she's not home, and she talks to her through the tablet. That's dead.
I promise you, she's not out of state.
We don't really be home alone.
Okay. Yeah. What time does she normally get home?
She's coming home before we go to school.
Because we don't.
Yeah, she's coming home before we go to school.
We don't really have people knocking on our doors.
I know.
I don't want nobody to come in or nothing.
Can you try to get her on the computer?
It's charging right now.
Is it plugged in?
Yeah.
It should turn on, right? If it's plugged in.
It's gonna take a little bit to make it charge and stuff.
Okay. Do you have any relatives in the area, like grandparents, aunts, uncles, anything?
Yes.
No.
My grandma.
But my mom's
and my dad.
We don't have no relatives over here. But my mom has a friend that lives somewhere over here.
Yes.
She actually lives in the next building, next apartment.
That's the only person who...
Do you have that person's phone number?
No. My mom did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys do if you have an emergency? Who do you call?
My mom,
call
my
the police.
No, call the police. But you don't have your mom's phone number?
We do.
You hear that one little girl, we call the police. Ugh. What up, Doe said she's been coached by her mother for a while. She's too comfortable lying. Exactly.
We do. We have it on the laptop, and we have my grandma's. We have it on. We have my grandma's.
And she's 9. No, she's 10 years old.
Okay.
And she would fight me. And she fight too much.
Y'all was just pulling my hair, and I was in the room over here trying to get away from y'all.
And somebody was knocking on the door.
Do you have your grandma's?
Yes.
You have your grandma's number?
Yes.
Where does your grandma live?
She lives on the other side.
Of like Cleveland? The other side of Cleveland or the other side of Westlake?
The other side of Cleveland. That's not charged. That's been dead for a while. We just been watching TV and doing anything.
Yeah. We sometimes when my mom
sometimes
my mom leaves the baby with us, and then she goes with her.
Well, she has a
Here, honey, the little ones is telling it all. The little one says sometimes mommy leaves the baby with us. Justin's mom said those kids learn to lie from their mother. Yeah, but these little ones, apparently they need more coaching because they dropping all the secrets. They are telling all the books.
Daycare all week.
When we
Actually, he has the daycare weekends, and
he's only a baby.
It's basically only time she leaves him.
My mom's name is.
She goes to the store or.
My mom's name is Dominique.
Are you guys?
7. Seven. I'm very fit.
Okay. Cool.
We know her.
November 9th.
What grade are you in?
4th.
What grade are you guys in?
Actually, I'm supposed to be in 5th. But my birthday's late.
First grade. And well, sometimes well, we be having somebody come over.
So the twins, they're 7 and they're in the 1st grade. Yeah, Petty Patch. My mom named Dominique. Them twins. They need some more lessons because mama ain't coached them right.
Somebody be come over here.
This is actually the first time in a while that the police has been over here.
So dogs be on our porch.
A dog?
A big dog.
It's not your dog?
Oh my god, it was so big. It looked like the big red dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was big.
Whose dog was it?
Someone that lives here. We get along with a lot of people here.
That's cool. That's a plus.
Well, we do not have, never ever had like people coming up here like trying to steal us. Never happened.
Oh, that's good.
Never ever happened.
We never had anybody up here trying to steal us. That's never ever happened.
Not bad people here.
So we never bad. So when we was down there, we heard something. We all ran.
Actually, I heard.
Switch to 3. Hang on a second, you guys.
Got the boy.
Making contact with the juveniles. They're trying to get in contact with their mother. I'm trying to get the story sorted out. There's no adult home at the time, right?
It's
No,
not work actually.
Okay.
No, that's not.
And where does she work?
She works in I'm telling you, I don't actually where, but I know she works at England.
Somewhere around here.
Yeah, and she also does DoorDash.
Okay.
If we get hungry, we call her. Yeah.
Honestly, we have food to eat. We just ate.
Okay.
Well, I just woke up from a nap.
Oh,
I was a little
yeah. It's a good day for napping.
Yeah. Kind of stayed up late.
So does your mom work overnight?
Yeah. Sometimes she works.
I don't know if this one girl is, I don't know, I'm on the fence. If this one girl is 10 and these other 2 are 7 and special needs, I don't know what their special need is, but they're obviously high functioning. I don't know that I'm comfortable. Let's say, for example, if the mother really did work overnight and they stayed home, I don't know that I'm comfortable with that. It's too many. It's too many kids. These other ones are young, and you know that she's probably sometimes leaving this baby. Even though they said the only time she does it is if she has to run to the store. But she's door dashing and working wherever it is she works. We don't know because this 10-year-old knows to tell us everything. She knows everything but where her mama works. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how comfortable I would be even if the mom really was working.
A job when she can.
It's like a overnight, sometimes over
Sometimes she
sometimes
when she can come to work.
So her hours kind of change a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, and she tries to pick the hours that are longer so she can get a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to move right now.
Where are you gonna move to?
We're trying to move back to where family's at.
Oh, where's that?
Back to the other side of Cleveland.
Oh, like where your grandma is or
Yeah.
something? Yeah, that's cool.
That's where most of our whole family. That's where their nana is. That's where my grandma's is. And
My nana? My nana?
Yeah, my nana.
Jada, your nana, what happened?
What happened?
What happened?
My dad died.
Oh yeah, their dad recently died.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
November 13th.
Oh, jeez.
November 13th, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Do I what?
Do you heard about it?
I don't know. I haven't heard about it.
When I grow up, I'm being a police tip.
Oh, cool.
She wants to
Is
find
this your dad?
She wants to find the people that killed her dad.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's really sad, you guys.
Yeah, he wasn't here for that.
Was it being too loud?
No, one of your teachers called us to check on you guys because they heard or something that you guys were here alone. So that's why I'm here.
Who could be?
I don't know that we alone.
I don't know. They just sent me to check.
Let me tell her.
No.
Why? What about she need to know?
What's up?
Mommy has a gun, but she has a license for it.
Yeah, she never.
See? That little girl said, I'm going to tell her because she need to know. Mommy has a gun. Woo, child. The house does not. It does. Eve has many faces. It does look a mess. It does.
She never pulled it out of.
That's
but
good.
when I cleaned
That's
her,
cute.
my mommy, Jada never hold the. She did have to hold the gun, but she never pressed the button.
Mom teaches me what to do.
Like on
Yeah, Mom.
So now that Mom taught them how to work the gun, but they never pushed the button. Michi 3 said, I bet if I didn't leave mine alone, they better not open the door, especially not talking all my business. Yes, them folks said, girl, she left them with a gun in the house. The charges just keep going up.
One day when
You don't point it at yourself.
Yeah.
You put it.
Can you guys hang on 1 second? So the 3 kids are here by themselves. One is 10 years old. The other 2 are 7 years old. They're telling me that their mom works for Amazon and she works overnight and that she won't be back until right before they go to school in the morning. They don't have a way of contacting their mom. They can't give me their mom's phone number. They said they usually contact the mom through FaceTime. They're trying that on their computer now, but it's not working. The only other person that they can give me a name of is a grandmother who lives, I guess, on the other side of Cleveland, but they don't even have a phone number for her, just a random name. Yeah. No. I guess a teacher or somebody from the school called in and they were concerned because one of the 7-year-olds reported that the mom is in Texas with their brother and that they've been home alone for like a week. The 10-year-old told me that their mom was here last night. I don't know if any of it's true.
Officers couldn't locate the mother but were able to reach the grandma, who took custody of the children. 2 days later, the mom was located and arrested with a warrant, marking the start of her legal troubles.
Hello, Westlake Police. Dominique, announce yourself, Dominique. Where are you at? Come to the door. Come on, go ask one.
Zensoul said, back in the 70s, I was a latchkey kid. I was too. Wasn't allowed to open the door or play outside. Mom would call from work and I'd better answer on the second ring. I was a latchkey too. I had to let myself in after school and stuff. In the summertime, I was there all by myself. I did not open the door for anyone. My father came home every day for lunch and bought me lunch. I wasn't allowed to like cook or operate the stove or anything, even though I would get up in the morning and fix me some cheese and eggs, sneak. And then, one time the grease popped up on me. I got burnt, so the jig was up on that. But anyhow, and that was a different time. That was a different time. But my parents, they checked on me. There were plenty of people, like everybody in my neighborhood was like a latchkey and was staying home in the summer by themselves. So we would all just play on the phone all day. I would play my music and dance. I'd watch my soap operas. I did all kinds of things. But you can't do that anymore like we did back then. Hey, call me on Keisha's phone. What's up? Said, me too. Latchkey kid in 2005 to 2012. Mm, Um, I was, I don't know that it was ever legal. I'm not sure. And I've been doing it since I was like 6, coming. Now I wasn't staying home all summer by myself, but like I would get off the bus when I was 6 and I had to wait for my sisters. They were in high school and I think I might was supposed to stay in the house, but I didn't. I would fix myself some cereal. I would pour some dry cereal and go sit outside because I was scared being in the house by myself. But that was a different time, and I also lived in base housing, so.
Come on, where are you at, honey? I gotta talk to you. Huh? Yeah, it's all right. We're professionals. Stand there. Stay where I can see you. Dominique, you are under arrest for the child endangerment of your 3 children.
All right, can I call my mother real quick?
No.
My son is in here.
Put the phone down, please.
My baby is in here.
Put the phone down. We're going to take you in there and you're going to get clothes on. Is that Amir?
Yes.
When did you get back in?
I've been calling you.
Hold on. No, you haven't. You have the right to remain silent.
I've been calling
Anything you can say can and will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
Okay.
If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you.
Okay.
So you said you were here. Where were you?
I called you.
What? No, you didn't.
I promise you, call your office. I've been calling you. Matter of fact, I just called you this morning.
Okay. Well, where were you Thursday night? Where were you Thursday night?
Just called you. Is that the number?
Yeah.
Yeah, just called you. I've been calling you since Thursday.
Where were you Thursday night?
I was with my friend. She had surgery.
Okay.
Yes, but my daughter is old enough.
Give me your phone.
Okay, can I call my mother
No.
so she get my son?
No.
Why would you? Why? What I do for you not to let me call my mother to get my son?
You're going to get some clothes on, then we're going to take your child to Children Family Services.
But why? He's a baby. Can I call my mother?
I will call your mother.
Okay, can you call her right now? Like, what's...
No,
you
listen.
act like First of all, I have no criminal record for you not to let me call my mother right quick. I didn't...
You are under arrest. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Let's get some clothes on, and I want to handcuff you, and then we're going to call your mom.
Like she really thinks she's never been arrested before and has no criminal record makes a difference with the fact that she left her children home for 3 days while she went to Florida. Okay.
That's just the way it's going to be.
That's fine.
Okay.
Y'all have a search warrant?
We have her in custody.
Do y'all have a search warrant? It's nobody in there. You are searching my house, and I don't consent to it.
Oh, okay.
Why are you being so aggressive?
You don't know aggressive. This is not aggressive.
You is being aggressive.
You are under arrest for
I understand
child
that.
endangerment.
I understand that.
Please get what else you need so we can call your mom.
My kids are allowed to be here by themselves.
Not when you have 2 special needs kids.
My kids are not special needs. That's why I don't understand why y'all keep saying my kids are special needs.
Well,
They're fully aware
of
everything that's going on. And you can interview them, talk to them and everything. They can tell you what kind of conversation you want to have. You want to have a kid conversation or adult conversation.
Okay.
They're very smart.
Okay.
You want to have a kid conversation or adult conversation, and they're old enough. Somebody had put in the chat what the age was where you could be alone. I don't remember, but she's not getting the fact that she left these kids. They had let's say she was at work even. They can't get in touch with the tablet is dead. They can't get in touch with anybody. They have nobody's phone number. I remember back in the day, my parents had people's phone numbers written down for me to call in case of an emergency or something. These children had nobody's phone number. Like nobody's.
Well,
you keep on trying to be aggressive for me for no reason. I don't have no criminal record.
Okay. How should we do this? Just call Children Family Services?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is West Virginia.
Report. Where's Shinto?
You double lock these cuffs. No, I did not.
The mother was arrested and charged with child endangerment, a crime that highlights the importance of safeguarding children from neglectful and dangerous situations. What do you think about this case? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe.
Reef and Muff's mom, I'm thinking that the school must have told them that the children were special needs, because I don't know where they would get that from. Glorious Love said, in my state, it is 10 for no more than 3 hours a day, only with no other children. And, she may not have left that baby with them this time, but according to the twins, the mom do sometimes leave a baby there while she leaves and goes and door dashes and runs to the store and stuff. Mai Tai said, how can you let your child walk to school alone miles as long as you feel they are competent enough to do it? But there was that one case where I think this lady let her child walk into town or something, and they arrested her, and they eventually ended up having to um drop the charges. But that's all I have for y'all today. This was, some, neglectful moms with some reasons and stories as to why they weren't neglecting their children. Because remember, the one, he was in the vestibule. Oh, no, he was in the car with someone. Oh, no, just the story just changed by the moment. But that is all I have for y'all. Native will be live probably in about 15 minutes or so. I will do it on Monday. So y'all go on over there and check him out. I am done for the day. I will be back on here Wednesday with I'm not sure. I think that I have some Nesto stuff that I some stuff I was looking. Oh yes, I do. I know what I want to do Thursday. Yes, it will be Nesto related on Thursday. I mean on Wednesday, and then Thursday we will do some body cam. I think we're gonna be doing some people who are inebriated. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's show as well as the scenery. I didn't have Mr. Owl up here flirting with Shay B and creeping people out. I got this little scenery right here. So I hope you enjoyed this scenery. And I will see y'all around these YouTube streets. Shout out to the Marvelous Moonlight Mods. Thank you for being here. And thank you all for being here. I forgot. I got some different closing music for this. So in addition to having a new opening theme, I have a closing one too. And here it goes.
How could I forget that I had given her an interview? All this time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off. Banging on the bathroom, banging on the